Good morning, friends. I'm Heather Pace, and this is Grace Pace. Welcome to this morning yoga flow for all levels. We're going to start in Shavasana this morning, so roll yourself down onto your back. Get really comfy here. Let the feet splay out, the shoulders roll on the back, and the palms face up. Find just the right spot where your head and neck can completely relax and let go. Begin tuning into your breath here, and feel free to set an intention if you like. I know there are a million things that you have to do today, but allow yourself to completely become present for this class. Really maximize all the benefits. One more breath to settle in. And then reach your arms up overhead, interlacing your fingers. Reach the feet away, flexing the feet, stretching in both directions here, waking up, and then release the arms down. Bend the knees now, bring the feet as wide as the mat, and windshield wiper your legs back and forth, side to side, opening up the hips and the thighs. Let's hold now on one side. Let the knees relax. Tuck your tailbone under and you'll feel a deepening in the stretch or the front of the thighs. Over to the other side now and hold. Breathing. Let's come back to center. Extend the left leg long on the mat. Draw the right knee in, interlacing the fingers just below the knee. Hug the knee in toward the armpit here. This is wind removing pose, and it's really great for the morning, for digestion, getting things going. Let's extend the heel up toward the ceiling now. Point and flex the foot and circle it around a few times. No need to clasp onto the back of the leg. We're just opening and waking up, so we don't need to try and do any deep stretching right now. Bend the knee now and circle it across to the left side of the body, straightening and bending as you circle it around. Really opening up into the hip joint, warming the legs, moving in the opposite direction. Good. Release the leg down on the mat now. Let's draw the left knee in toward the armpit, interlace the fingers just below the knee, squeeze it in. We're compressing the hip joint. And we're also stimulating our digestion, so don't be surprised if you let a little wind out. Wind removing pose. This is a good thing. Extend the leg long, point and flex the foot now, pushing the sole of the foot up toward the ceiling. Feeling that nice stretch into the back of the leg here. The arms are down by your sides. Relax the muscles in your face. Good. Bend at the knee now and circle the leg down, around, and out. Big circles here. Warming into the hip joint. Warming the leg, waking up. Opposite direction now. And then draw both knees in toward the chest now. Hands on the knees and circle them around, massaging out the low back. Move in the opposite direction. And then hold in the middle. We're going to come into a reclining twist flow, arms out in a T position with the palms down. Keep the knees together, take them over to the right on an exhale. Inhale back to center. And exhale over to the left. So keep one knee stacking on the other as you flow. The feet are also bending 90 degrees. 90-degree bend in the knees and the feet. Side to side, keeping your core engaged here. This is important to protect your back. Warming up through our core. Back to center now. Take the feet onto the floor, and we're going to come into a bridge flow. So walk the feet under the hips, On an inhale, take the hips up, take the arms up and over the head. Exhale, roll down the spine, the arms come down. Inhale, push the hips up, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, curl down. Inhale, up, and exhale, roll down, warming the spine. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, warming the legs as well. Inhale, up, and exhale, roll down. Good. From here, we're going to rock and roll a few times on the spine, up and down the mat. And then come into a seated position and then turn onto hands and knees. Tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we'll take some cat and cow here. Inhale, look up, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, curl up, look up. Exhale, round, squeeze your navel in. Inhale, shoulders down the back, look up as you arch. Exhale, let all your air out. Inhale again, up. Exhale, round in. Back to center. Let's circle around now, circling the hips, the shoulders, the head even. So we're kind of arching and rounding as we're circling. Circle the head around. See what feels good to you. Opening up, waking up. This is great movement. Let's sit back in a child's pose and then come forward. So we're rocking back and forth, child and table. Good. Warming those thighs, warming the knees as well. Back to center now. Extend your left leg out behind you, curl the toes under, and rock back and forth, stretching into your calf. This is such a great deep stretch. Squeeze your navel in here. Switch sides, extend the right leg back, toes under, rock back and forth. Feel your arms working a bit too here. And then come back to center with the knees. Curl your toes under. We're pressing into our first downward facing dog. Slowly lift your hips up and back and pedal out the heels. Make sure that all four corners of your hands are pressing evenly into the floor. Your fingers are spreading nice and wide. Hands are as wide as your shoulders. Feet are as wide as your hips. You can rock the hips side to side. Take any movements that feel good to you to wake up and open up. We're going to come forward and down. Knees hover over the mat and then press into down dog. We're going to flow here. This is bear. Hold for a breath, and then back up. Down again, bear and down dog. Working your arms and working your core. Good. And walk the feet up to the hands. Fold over the legs, forward bend. You can cross at the elbows if you like here. Dangling. Keep a slight bend through the knees to protect the low back. You can shake your head yes and no to release the neck. Take your hips side to side, sway side to side. Good. Sort of rocking around, twisting around. Full release for the spine. Release back to center and slowly roll yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. Standing in Tadasana at the top of your mat. Let's swing twist here. Moving side to side, letting the arms freely flow around. This is a great stretch for the arms as they wrap around. This is a good little twist for the spine. Looking up behind you. Come back to center now. Standing in Tadasana, tuck your tailbone under, palms are forward, shoulders down the back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward with a flat back, forward and down. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, step it back to plank. Hold for a breath here. Squeeze your navel in, long neck, and then lower down to the knees and down to the chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. A few times again, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale again, holding here, using your back muscles. Hands can lift up off the floor. Release now, curl the toes, press up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left leg up and back behind you. Point and flex the foot a few times. The hips are squaring here. On your next exhale, squeeze the knee into the chest, rounding. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, squeeze and round again. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze it in. We're going back and forth a few more times here, really working the core. Squeeze in and hold here. And then step the feet between the hands, lower the back knee down and point the toe. Hands come onto the hips. Take the arms up and overhead, but release the shoulders down the back. Reach out through the fingertips. Let's cactus the arms, open the chest, look up, and then extend up. Cactus again and open up. Sweep the arms around. Cactus and open. Sweep the arms up and around. Cactus. Sweep the arms down and up and around. Hands come back to the floor. Step it back to plank, lower down to the knees and to the chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the right leg up and back behind you. Point and flex a few times. Keep those hips squaring. On your exhale, squeeze the knee into the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come forward. So as you come forward, the shoulders are extending past the wrists and the hands. We're really working the arms and the shoulders as well as the core here. A few more. You've got this. This is hard work, but we're really strengthening the body here. Use your breath to help you. Focus on the breath. One more. Let's hold in. Hold, and then step the foot between the hands. Release the back knee down, point the toe, hands to the hips. Settle in, and then reach the arms up over the head. Shoulders down, fingers are reaching. This time we're going to take eagle arms. Swing the right arm onto the left, bend at the elbows. If you can, bring the palms together, that's great. And if you can't, just go as far as you can. Squeeze the arms together to separate the shoulder blades, stretching out. Release, sweep the arms up, and swing the left arm onto the right this time. Squeezing those arms again, lifting the elbows up slightly. Release, take the arms up, exhale down to the floor, step back to plank, lower down to the knees, down to the chest. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, push up and back to downward facing dog. Holding here for a breath, or maybe 2 breaths. From here, step your feet all the way up to the hands. On inhale, come up with a flat back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, stand tall, tuck your tailbone under, hands down to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive forward and down over the legs. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, step it back to plank and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. From here, we're going to come forward into up dog, but stay with the toes curled under, and exhale, down dog. We're going to flow up dog and down dog, working our arms and working our core here. I love doing this. I do this so regularly. It feels good. It really opens the body. Opening the chest, we're moving through the spine and we're strengthening, and then we're getting that nice stretch through the hamstrings as we push to down dog. Few more. You are doing great. Hold in down dog now. On your next inhale, take the right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Stay high on the back foot. Come up to high lunge. Tuck your tailbone under here, shoulders down the back, fingers reaching. Now we're going to twist over to the right. Come back to center. As you twist, arms come down in a T position. Look over your back shoulder if you can. Twisting is so great for detoxifying the body. One more. Come back to center, and on your next exhale, hands down to the floor, step back to plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take the left leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Find your balance here, hands on the hips. And then take the arms up overhead. Settle the shoulders down away from the ears and reach out through the fingertips. On your next exhale, twist over to the left, look out behind the shoulder, up to center. So flow here. This is a bit of a balancing act, so it's really good for us, challenging our balance. Last one. On your next exhale, hands down to the floor, step back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward to the hands and hop or step up. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, stand tall, tuck your tailbone under. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, step it back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take the right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one, so the back heel is in and down, the toes are out 45 degrees. Square those hips, so draw the left hip forward. Press the back heel down into the floor, stretching into the calf here. Let's open out to warrior two, wider stance now. Front heel is in line with the back arch. The knee is over the ankle. Shoulders are over the hips here. Arms are nice and straight and strong. We're looking out over the front hand. We're going to circle the arms, little circles now, working the arms. Circle, circle, circle in one direction. Good job. On your next breath, straighten the leg, take the arms up, pigeon toe the feet now. Take the arms to a T and come forward and down with a flat back into wide angle forward bend. The hands are on the floor, under the shoulders. You can bend at the elbows. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears here. Create lots of length through the back. Lift the sitting bones up, taking a deeper stretch through the hamstrings. On your next inhale, come up with a flat back. Come back into warrior two. Setting up for reverse warrior now. Turn your front palm up. Release the back arm down the back leg. Reach the front arm up and over the ear. So the back arm is just very lightly resting on the back leg. This is a side lean over the back leg. It's not a back bend. Keep bending deeply into that front knee. On your next exhale, cartwheel the arms down, turn the back heel up, step to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take the left arm up and back. Exhale, step it through, turn the back heel slightly in and down for warrior one. Tuck the tailbone under here, square those hips off. And then open out to warrior two, wider stance. Look down at your feet. Make sure that front heel is in line with the back arch. Strong arms. Let's circle the arms in the opposite direction from last time now. Little circles, the palms are down. Really engage those arms. That's going to make all the difference here. Straighten the front leg now. Arms up, setting up for wide angle forward bend. Pigeon toe the feet. I'm turning around so I can see you. Interlace the fingers behind the back this time. Open the chest and then hinge forward and down with a flat back. If you can, draw the palms together. Reach those arms up and over the head. And it's okay if you can't do a hand clasp. You can rest your palms down on the floor. That's totally fine. Slight little bend through the knees to protect the low back. Relax the neck and head here. On your inhale, come up, flat back, back into warrior two. Setting up for reverse warrior, turn the front palm up, reach up and over. Good, looking up, that arm is reaching over the ear. Back arm is just very lightly resting on the leg. Good, on your next exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the floor, step back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Take a breath here. And then look to the hands, and on your next breath, jump or step up. Inhale, up halfway, exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, the hands down to the hips. We're going to come into chair, bending into the knees now. Sit the hips back and down. We're sitting into the heels here. See if you can lift the toes. The arms are up. The shoulders are down, though, away from the ears. Squeeze the knees in together. You should feel those thighs working. Straighten up now and dive forward on your next exhale. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, step it back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Turn the back heel all the way in and down. Cartwheel up for warrior two. And then reach up and back for a reverse warrior. From here, we're coming into right angle. Take the right elbow onto the right thigh. Extend the arm up and over the ear. And you can extend the bottom arm straight if you like. It's resting on the inside of the knee. Or keep the arm bent and resting on the thigh. Come back up, straighten the front leg, walk the back foot in just a little, reach forward, and then release. Right arm down, left arm up for triangle. Tuck your tailbone under here. Imagine that you're between two panes of glass, nice and flat here. Come up now, back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through and cartwheel up and open to warrior two. Inhale, let's stretch it up and over, reverse warrior. And on and, sorry, we're still holding. We're holding for a few breaths. And then come forward with the elbow onto the thigh, extending the right arm up and over the ear. Tuck the tailbone under here, an extended right angle. And then release the fingers toward the floor if you like, or leave the elbow on the front thigh. Come up now, setting up for triangle. Step the back foot in a little, straighten the legs, reach forward, and then release. Left arm down, right arm up. Looking up if it's good for your neck, otherwise you can look down. Slight bend in the front knee. Come up now, back to warrior two, and then cartwheel the hands down. Come into plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward and jump or step up, halfway up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale again, up. This time we're going to take eagle, right arm onto the left, bend at the elbows, palms touch if you can. Bend into the knees, take the right leg, wrap it over the left. If you can wrap the foot around, that's great, and if not, that's okay too. So sit low here, working the thighs, working the glutes, square off the hips. So the tendency is for the hips to want to turn over to the left. Release, unwind, take the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, swing the left arm onto the right, bend at the elbows, bring the palms in, lift the left thigh over the right. Sit down, and then shift those hips a little back to center. It's actually handy to do this in front of a mirror just to see where your alignment is. Sitting down, find your focus. Find a spot to focus on. Keep that. Keep your breath flowing. And finally, unwind. Stretch up and exhale, dive forward and down. We're going to hang here now in a forward bend. Cross at the elbows if you like, little bend through the knees to protect the low back. Let the head and neck completely relax and let go. Full spinal release. Make sure that your weight is into all four corners of your feet. Release your arms, come all the way up. Exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Holding for a breath. On your next inhale, take the right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through for high lunge. Hands onto the hips. Up overhead, sorry. We're going to come forward and down, airplane lunge. Take the arms up on an inhale, take them back behind you on an exhale, hinging forward. So we're flowing here. And when you take the arms back, really squeeze your triceps here. We're going to hold now. Hold, squeeze. Working the legs as well. Guess what we're doing now? Pulse, pulse, pulse. The palms are down. We are pulsing those arms. Squeeze. They should be on fire now. Hold. Come up with the arms. On your exhale, step it down for chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Setting up for high lunge, take the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, come forward and down. Airplane lunge flow. Squeeze again. Squeeze your navel in. So working the core, working the arms, and working the legs. This is a total body exercise right here. Hold here, and then pulse the arms. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Long neck here. Everything is working. Arms up now. On your exhale, step it back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward to your hands and hop or step up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale again, sweep them up. Exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, step it back to down dog. Setting up for pigeon. Left leg up and back. Exhale, take it through. Release yourself down to the floor. Look back, make sure that your foot is extending straight out from the leg. Sometimes the foot wants to turn in, so we want to make sure it's in a long line. Grace is coming to say hi. The hips are squaring, so isometrically kind of squeeze the legs together so that the hips can square off. Walk the hands forward and down, releasing now. You can rest your forehead either on your mat, on your hands, on your stacked fists, or on a block. So find what works best for you. And relax here. Slowly come back up, curl your back toes under, step it back to down dog. Pedal out the heels. Take the right leg up this time, and on your exhale, take it all the way through. Release it down onto the floor. Check that back foot. Long line. You want to make sure that you're not dumping the belly here, so kind of pull the belly in. Take that bend out of the low back. I like to sit up tall for a few breaths before folding forward, just to get into it. And then walk the hands forward. And this part is optional. You can stay upright. Full release here. Relaxing. Stretching into the outer hips. Outer right hip and the front of the left hip. Breathe. Walk yourself up now. Curl the back toes under, step it back to down dog. Let's come down onto the knees and fold back into child's pose now. You earned it. We've been working so hard. You're doing a great job. Rest and relax here for a few breaths. Slowly roll yourself up and then come into a seated position and slowly roll yourself down onto your back. Setting up for bridge pose here. Step your feet in close to your bum. The feet are under the knees, arms down by your sides, feet are hip width. On your inhale, lift the hips up. And then wiggle the shoulders under your back, interlace the fingers, arms are straight. Opening up the front of the body, compressing the throat to stimulate the thyroid gland, strengthening those thighs and glutes. Make sure that the feet stay hip width apart. They want to splay open, but we've got to use our strength and keep them in. Breathe here. Roll up onto the balls of the feet and then slowly release and roll down the spine. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Knock the knees together to release the back. Breathe. Notice where your thoughts are. We're going to come into a twist here. Cross the right thigh over the left, arms out in a T position. Wiggle the hips over a few inches to the right, and then come all the way over to the left, twisting. So the legs can be crossed, or you can just stack one knee on the other. That's a little bit easier, less intense. Look up. Or look over your right shoulder here. You want to continue to squeeze your navel in here. We want to keep squeezing, protecting the back here. Slowly come up, unwind, shift the hips back to center, cross the left thigh over the right now. Scooch the hips a little over to the left and then fold all the way over to the right. Good. Breathe down into the belly. So we're wringing out here, squeezing our inner organs, giving them a good cleanse when we do a twist like this. So really use your breath and get in there. Do some extra scrubbing. Engage your core. Take the legs back up to center. Let's windshield wiper the legs a few times now. Releasing out the back one more time. Stretching the legs. Back to center now. Take the knees in. Circle them around. Opening the knees and closing them. One hand on each knee. And let's open up into happy baby now. Hands on the soles of the feet. The legs are wide. If you like, you can rock back and forth, massaging over the spine and the back. It should feel really good. Release the feet down now, setting up for Shavasana. Legs extending long on your mat. Let the feet splay open. The shoulders are down the back and the palms are open. You can take the head back and forth a few times, finding that perfect spot for your head to rest. Let your body become heavy. Let it sink down into the floor. You've done so much great work today, and now is the time when we get to integrate what we've done. You never want to skip Shavasana. One deep, full breath here. And let it go completely. No more thinking about your breath. Just let yourself go. Rest. Relax the muscles in your face. Soften the muscles around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Soften your hands. And feel your arms becoming heavier with every breath. Your back melts down into the floor. Your stomach drops down. And let your pelvis and your hips become really heavy. And soften and relax your legs. Relax your feet. And relax your toes. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes now. Turn over to your right side when you're ready and press yourself into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. Namaste. I wish you an amazing day. I hope you join me again and let me know what kind of classes you'd like to see. Make sure to subscribe for lots of healthy recipes and yoga. Bye-bye from Grace and me. Isn't she a darling? I just love her to bits. She's my sidekick. Goes everywhere with me. Okay, bye-bye for now.